welcome back. My name is Mackenzie, for those of you who haven't been here. And yeah, welcome back if you're returning to my channel after I took like a 3-year-long break from creating, which is like kind of massive, really massive break from this realm. So yeah, welcome back. This is where we talk about real life now and just really deep topics that I think a lot of us are thinking about collectively right now. And so yeah, welcome to processing that with me. And today I'm going to be having a really nice relaxing tea. It's the Daily Beauty Blueberry Lavender Tea. This is like my new favorite tea. You can probably just get this at any like health food store, but it's by the Republic of Tea. It's so good. Blueberry and lavender, so good. And also my new ambiance lately that we'll be having is like, you know, 432 hertz frequencies or meditation ambiances while we talk. So I'm really excited about that too, because it's like finally I feel like I'm like creating content in like my element instead of like trying to be this like boss babe, like I don't fucking even know, like hyper masculine, work. It's just corny, okay? We're done with that. We've gone through that phase, and that's why I took a 3-year-long break, because it took a while to transmute that and like really come into myself again. But we're here, and today we're talking about why I don't post my son on the internet. So the last video that I made, this week's video, because I'm making 2 videos this week, I was talking about my birth story. So it was a very brief overrun of my birth story because I was in labor for 3 days and we're not trying to make a 3-day video. So I really scaled that down into like 17 minutes. So go ahead and watch that video too if you're interested in the birth story of my son, who I don't post online. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. So I have a 9-month-old boy, and he is the absolute light of my life. He is just such a beautiful boy. And I don't post him on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on YouTube. I don't post him anywhere for a lot of reasons that I knew before I ever even had a kid that was not something I felt safe doing, for the reasons that I'm going to share with you now. A quick disclaimer, I mean, I don't really like disclaimers that much because it's like, you guys are adults. You can, you know, figure things out for yourself, and I have faith in that. But just a quick disclaimer, like, these are reasons I feel like not sharing my son. It's not any shade toward any other mom. It's not like when I see other moms posting their kids online, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. I hold space for my brothers and sisters. I understand that you feel safe doing that, and I'm glad that you feel safe, but I do not feel safe doing that. And so in this video, that's what I'm going to be talking about, the reasons why I don't feel safe being open with my son like that. Okay, so I legit wrote down all the reasons why, because sometimes when I get the camera in front of my face, I can get kind of like scatterbrained, and so we're not trying to do that. So first reason, he's not old enough to consent. So like I said, my son is 9 months. He is not old enough to verbalize to me that he is okay with me posting him online. And secondly, until he is an adult age, he can't really conceptualize the full realm of what it means to be online. I'm an adult, so I can conceptualize what it means to be online and in this space. So that's why I have a YouTube channel, because I'm old enough to recognize that, like, all right, if I'm putting myself out there, these are the things that can come with that. Negative sometimes, and sometimes positive, sure, but like, I'm not willing to put my son out there when he cannot consent to being out there. Pretty straightforward, right? And so the second reason I'm going to share with you today is because of other people's projections. And that kind of bounces off of the he's not old enough to consent, right? It's like, or be aware of the full realm of what it means to be online. And another like thing that comes with being online is like other people's projections onto you. If I post a photo of myself on Instagram and there's someone that has like some weird sideways energy toward me because of their own triggers and traumas and things that they're working through, whatever, they could be projecting onto me. But I can consciously be aware and put protective energy around me to the point where that's not really gonna infiltrate my life. By the way, my son just woke up. Good morning, son. How are you? I'm gonna come get you. He just had a really long nap. But I'm trying to protect my son from other people's projections. Okay, I'm nursing him now. But that's like one of the main reasons why I don't post my son online, is because once you put your children out there, you don't really have control over the thoughts people will have toward your child. And it's like, I feel like I have to protect him and keep him in a bubble of light, just in normal daily life. So it's like, you know, just like going to the grocery store, it's like there might be that creepy person that's being weird in the parking lot, you know, it's like I already have to protect him enough like in life that like I don't want to have to also do that on the internet. Like, I feel safe with like posting a picture like with my son. I'll just like blur out his face with like an emoji or something. I'm not like to the extent like that. It's like people are aware I have a child. But something I'm not feeling safe doing is posting his face. Especially like his eyes. Like that's a window to your soul. Like I'm not trying to have to not only try to protect my energy from other people's projections, but also I have to do that for him, because it's like, I don't know where people are mentally. And when they scroll across a photo of my son, I don't want them to like think any sideways thing toward him. You know, he's growing and developing in a very innocent space. Like he's a child. And so I don't really feel safe when he nurses. He always reaches for me. I just don't feel safe doing that. Long story short, I just don't trust other people's projections, because I mean, even in my own family, like growing up, like I would see how they would talk about other people, and that's energy that's going out to those people. And unless they put up protective energy, that could hurt them. And that's not something I'm willing to do. Like, yeah, people are very hurt. They're operating from their pain bodies, and that comes with a lot of projection onto other people. And reason number 3 why I don't post my son online is, well, legit predators. I don't really feel like diving deeper into that, because I think we all know what I'm talking about when I say legit predators. I'm talking about the other P word. I know with like AI especially, they've been getting really out of hand. They've been taking photos of children that parents post and altering them through AI. And that is also something I'm not interested in subjugating my son to. Now, the 4th reason is I feel like the bond you have with a child is a very sacred bond, a very intimate bond. And I have this, you know, the motherly instinct of protecting my child. And that's just already hard enough to do when you're like going through daily life. Like when I'm in the parking lot, I'm having to look over my shoulders and make sure there's no one coming to try to take my kid. Like there's like just so many things that you have to think about as a mother, that it's like, why would I also do that online? Like I have to, my job is to protect him at all costs, right? So why would I make my own job harder by putting him in a whole different realm? Like I already have to protect him in the physical realm. Why would I also want to protect him in the internet realm? I would just rather not like even go there. The reason why I don't post my son online is because, like, the way I think about it, I'm giving him some stuff to play with right now. The way I think about it is the only people I truly care to share my son with is my friends and my family. And my family, we have a group chat through text where I update photos like pretty much every day of his growth and what he's doing and, you know, what he's been up to. And those are the only people I care to share with. So it's like, why would I feel the need to share with people online? It's like that I don't even hardly know or briefly knew or are just acquaintances with. Why do I care to update them about my child? That's very, I don't know, it's odd. It feels odd to me. Because all of my closest friends and all of my closest family, they are updated. They see him in person. They're in the group chat. If you're not in the group chat, I don't really see why you need to be updated daily on what my child is doing. I feel like we need to be asking ourselves a lot of times, like, what are we posting for? Like, what is the reason? Do we need 50 people to tell us our child is beautiful every day? I know my child's beautiful. I don't need 50 people every day telling me my child's beautiful or that my child's so smart or that my child is a gift from God. I know that. I don't need to have hundreds of people telling me that on Facebook. You know what I mean? And so it's like, my family's updated. That's all that matters. And that's just more for like my peace of mind and safety, you know, like I've said for the other reasons before too. You don't know if there's people out there with ill wishes or ill intentions. It's just a protection thing. It's not like I go through life thinking that everyone's ill wishing toward me or having ill intent toward me. I don't think that at all. It's just for the off chance of the maybe 0.01 chance that that might be happening. I'm just not interested. Okay, and the last reason, or the last note I just kind of wanted to touch on is we have normalized oversharing, but there's so much peace with a more private life. Just let that marinate for a second. Like, we have normalized oversharing. Now, I'm talking about the private aspects of our life, our children, what our next moves are, what our plans are with our life. Like, for example, I have a lot of really big, exciting plans for my life coming soon, but literally not even my parents know about it. I know about it, and that's all that matters. And when you overshare too much, again, with people's projections, they could offset that or throw that off because of their own, like, things of like not believing in themselves. So maybe they might not believe in you, but that's just a projection of their own wounds. You see where I'm going with this? It's just not necessary. So it's like oversharing in general, I feel like we need to be mindful of. Like, I'm going to be sharing a lot on this channel, but there's aspects of my life I keep absolutely private that you won't know on this channel, on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere. Not even my family will know until it has happened, and we can then celebrate it together later. But in the works of things, it's better just to keep things private. There's a lot of peace that comes with that. And so those are pretty much all of the reasons why I keep my son private. Also, there are some reasons that I might dive into when I feel ready to, after I've processed things some more, as to why I don't show my son online. But now's not the time for that. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video about why I don't share my son online. He wants to be shared right now, apparently. That's funny when I'm recording, because he wants to be on the camera because he likes to take pictures, pictures that we send to just our family. But he loves taking photos. Like, he will like pose and smile. It's the funniest thing. So yeah, he keeps trying to like climb up here on the table so he can like peek, but yeah, he's just playing right now. But yeah, those are just pretty much the main reasons why I personally don't post my child in online spaces when he's an adult. and can understand the greater realm of what's going on online, he can make that decision for himself. But I don't feel the need to be making that decision for him right now. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not like a strike at moms who decide to post their children online. Like I said before, if you feel safe doing that, why do we even have to make these disclaimers? You're an adult on my journey. I'm an adult on my journey. I make decisions for myself based off of things. You make decisions for yourself based off of things. It's not something I feel like we need to keep like disclaiming, like to try to not hurt people's feelings. It's like, you came to my channel to listen to what I'm channeling, right? So that's that. I hope you guys have a great day. And I will be having lots of new videos coming out soon in the realm of child care, in the realms of like parenthood and overconsumption with like really, I feel like consumerism is just so bad in like the realm of like parenting. They make you think that you need 50,000 things when really all you need is you and your baby. Anywho, I'll be making a lot of new videos soon, and I love you guys so much. And again, even if nobody ever tunes onto my channel, this is my verbal journal, and it helps me process my life and helps me think things through. When I talk things through, it's like my own free therapy. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Cheers.